Black just played. Rook f8. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Bishop e3. Knight c4. Black considers playing queen takes e3 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes b6 move preferred by white. Knight takes d2. Bishop takes c7. Knight c4. White is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White played. Bishop c1. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. Bishop g4. Black is planning to play bishop takes f3 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes g4 played by white. Pawn takes g4. Queen f4. White might go for queen takes e5 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes f4 move preferred by black. Bishop takes f4. White is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Queen g5. Pause the video to find out white's response. Pawn h4. White is setting up to play pawn takes g5 and dominate the board. Queen takes h4 move preferred by black. Rook h1. Pawn f5. Rook takes h4. Pawn takes e4. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. King castled queenside. Pause the video to spot white's next move. Bishop d3. White is planning to play bishop takes c2 and seize the initiative. Bishop c5 was chosen by black. Black is looking to play queen takes c1 and dominate the board. Queen c4 played by white. White is planning to play bishop takes c2 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen takes d3 was chosen by black. Queen takes d3. Knight e7. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Pawn g3. Pause the video to find out black's response. White is preparing to play pawn takes f4 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn h5 was chosen by black. Black's idea is to play pawn takes g4 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen f5 played by white. White considers playing pawn takes f4 and take decisive advantage. Pawn g6 was chosen by black. Rook takes f4. Pawn takes f5. Rook takes f5. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Queen b5. Pause the video to analyze white's next move. Pawn takes g6. Queen takes g5. Pawn takes f7 check. King takes f7. Knight takes g5 check. King g6. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Rook f8. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Black's idea is to play knight takes e5 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes g5 was chosen by white. Rook h8. Bishop takes e7. Rook takes h5. Bishop takes h5. King takes e7. White has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Rook e1. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Bishop takes f2 check. King takes f2. Knight g4 check. King g1. Knight e3. Pawn c4. Knight takes d1. Rook takes d1. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White played. Queen g3. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. White intends to play. Bishop takes f6. Bishop takes f6. Queen takes g4 and seizes the initiative. On d4 was chosen by black. Black is aiming to play pawn takes c3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop takes d4 played by white. Pawn takes d4. On e4. White is preparing to play. On e5. Knight d7. Queen takes g4 and seizes the initiative. Bishop d7 move preferred by black. On e5. White intends to play pawn takes f6 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight h5 was chosen by black. Black is looking to play knight takes g3 and establish a winning position. Queen f3 move preferred by white. White wants to play queen takes h5 and increase their advantage significantly. Pawn g6 move preferred by black. Bishop e4. Rook b8. Black might go for queen f5. Knight b3. Queen takes e5 and take decisive advantage. Knight b3 was chosen by white. Queen c7. Black intends to play queen takes e5 and seize the initiative. Rook fe1 move preferred by white. Queen takes c4. Rook ad1. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. Black played bishop d. To pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Black intends to play bishop takes c1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook c5 played by white. White is preparing to play rook takes c2 and seize the initiative. Queen takes f5 move preferred by black. Rook takes f5. Bishop takes e1. Queen e7. White wants to play queen takes e1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook fe8 played by black. Black wants to play rook takes e7 and gain a significant edge. Queen takes b7 move preferred by white. On f6. Rook f4. Rook eb8. Black considers playing rook takes b7 and establish a winning position. Queen c6 move preferred by white. On a5. On a3. On h6. Rook e4. White might go for rook takes e1 and gain a significant edge. Rook c8 played by black. Black might go for bishop takes f2 check. King takes f2. Rook takes c6 and seize the initiative. Queen 4 move preferred by white. White is aiming to play rook takes e1 and take decisive advantage. Bishop d2 played by black. Rook c4. Rook e8. Rook c7. White intends to play queen d7. Rook g8. Queen takes d2 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook g8 was chosen by black. King f1. Rook ab8. Queen d4. White considers playing queen takes d2 and seize the initiative. Rook bd8 played by black. Black is planning to play rook takes d4 and dominate the board. Queen g4 was chosen by white. Rook d8. Rook c2. White is preparing to play rook takes d2 and take decisive advantage. Bishop e1 move preferred by black. Rook e2. White is planning to play rook takes e1 and establish a winning position. Bishop c3 was chosen by black. Rook takes e8. Rook takes e8. Queen d7. White is aiming to play queen takes e8 check and dominate the board. Rook b8 move preferred by black. Queen c6. White is setting up to play queen takes c3 and take decisive advantage. Bishop e5 was chosen by black. Queen c5. On a4. Queen a5. White is looking to play king g2. Rook f8. Queen takes a4 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop d6 played by black. Queen takes a4. On f5 black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game.